I was really hoping to be able to do an Abominable Book Club box opening. But it hasn't arrived yet. Gutting. In fact, I'm starting to wonder whether maybe it's got lost in the post. The best I can hope is to put my mind to it and think positive Bigfoot related thoughts, and hopefully if I try hard enough the box will appear. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to close my eyes in a minute because obviously I want to look at you. I'm going to put my arms out and I'm going to ask Bigfoot to deliver the Abominable book box. Oh, awesome! Thanks, Bigfoot. Let's have a look and see what's inside. Enough of the goofiness. So, this is April's book box. They were on it this month. They were 100% banging out those orders quicker than you ever might imagine. And I actually got a delivery note at the end of March saying it's on its way. And then it got held up a little bit and Bigfoot helped me out, obviously, to keep with kayfabe. Really should have opened this before I started talking. 1 second. So, for those of you that maybe haven't caught the first video, don't know what this is about, the Abominable Book Club is a mail subscription book order thing, mystery box subscription service. I pay about £27 for this one, and this is the second one I've got. There is a cheaper version where you don't get all the fluff, you just get the books. You probably get the packing fluff, to be honest, because I think that's part of it. But there is that option. So you get a box like this each month. There is always a new book and a pre-loved book, but the rest of it is open to the universe. Who knows what you're going to get? Last month I was lucky because there were 2 new books and a pre-loved book, and my pre-loved book had 3 stories in it. As I alluded to in the video, absolutely no chance I was going to be able to read those before the next one came, and lo and behold, I have not read them. So, first of all, let's have a look at this standard, beautiful box. This All Hope Abandoned makes me think of the song Never Sink Banks by the Gaslight Anthem. Those of you that know will know. But as you can see, lovely bit of packaging there. Obviously, I've done the damage to it myself because I didn't want you to see my dress. So, I'm going to go inside and I'm going to find the first thing, and it is hot cross bun milk chocolate. So, this is made by Wickedly Welsh Chocolate Company, which is very cool. So, it's local to the people that send the boxes out, I believe. And it is obviously handmade chocolate. I mean, I know it is handmade, good. I thought I might have been adding it up. So that is a nice accompanying snack. Now, this will probably only be in the top tier box. But as I've said, I already get the top tier box, so that's very exciting. So chocolate is the first thing. Let's go back in, fill up some fluff, and we have a bookmark. So this is this month's bookmark, and it's got, oh, amazing. So this is obviously Franz Kafka on the front, I believe. And he is playing Gregor Samsa from his novel Metamorphosis. Fun fact, Metamorphosis was the play that I was in as part of my practical theatre studies exam way back when. So I'm very familiar with this particular Kafka novel and its adaptation. So yeah, that's really cool. So it's a bit of a personal bookmark for me, which is amazing. And I can never have enough bookmarks because I always misplace them. So good stuff. Next up, we have another bookmark, and this time it is an extra large size bookmark. And this is the Abominable Book Club bookmark, and there is a QR code there. And then this is the spook mark. So they do one of these each month, which is a spook mark bookmark, and it's got a little spooky story on the back. So you can see that. So, you know, if you're reading your book and you need a break, you can read the bookmark. Novel, I like it. Novel, that was a pun as well, wasn't it? Right, let's see what's next. Ooh, hello. So, if I am correct in thinking, this is the monthly hot drink supply, which is very exciting. I've actually had, with the exception of the English breakfast tea, which is a bit of a meh for me, I've actually had everything, and I've discovered that the fruit tea that I got last month is actually really nice. I think it's the only fruit tea I've enjoyed. I was so excited by it. I went out and bought a box of fruit tea, and I didn't like that fruit tea. But the one that we had in last month's one was really nice. So they put this in the top tier box every month. And I guess the idea is that you have a hot drink, you have your chocolate, that's actually the bookmark, you have your chocolate, and you sit down and you read their reads, which I really like. And I have to say, I know the Welsh cakes weren't everybody's cup of tea, but I blooming loved them. They did not last long at all. Very good stuff. So let's see what we've got in this month's tea set. Oh, you beauties. Lo and behold, the tea from last time has returned. And this time I will make a point of writing down what the flavour is so that I can get some more because it's blooming lovely. So that is very exciting. So we've got pomegranate and raspberry Tetley tea bag. We have chocolate coconut flavour green tea. Now I'm a green tea fan. I like green tea. That flavour, I can't picture how that tastes as a tea. So that's well exciting. Thank you very much. We have an Escafe Latte. I had this one last month. Not for me. I am a bit of a coffee snob, but I know Emma will enjoy this, so I'll give this to Emma. There is so much in here this month. Amazing. Hey, Horlicks. This is hilarious because I've had a real trouble sleeping this week, as you can probably tell by the giant bags under my eyes. So maybe I shall have one of these before I go to bed tonight and maybe sleep through, but that's cool. Horlicks. Which is like a hot malt drink, I guess, if you're unfamiliar with it, which is, you gotta like it or you kind of hate it. And then finally, also really exciting, Perkadilly Deep and Intense number 4. Looking forward to it. The one they put in last month, really good. This is much more to my coffee snobbery, so this is good instant coffee. This will probably get drunk at some point next week when I'm in a rush because I've overslept and I've got to get ready for work. This will be there instead of my normal grind blue brew. So perfect. They are the hot drinks. I'll just give you another quick flash of those, not a quick flash because that would be rude. So these are the hot drinks for this month. I've ruined the paper bag, which I'm really gutted about. It's because I wasn't paying attention when I was opening it. I was looking at myself in the camera. So what's next? Oh, I see something exciting. I know I didn't want to look, but hey ho, how exciting is this? A nice little Abominable Book Club pin badge. Now, I don't know if you can see that, but it's really cool. It says Future Ghost. So I shall look forward to finding something to put this on. And it also segues nicely into the fact that we at Real Life Ghost Stories have just got our own pins delivered and they will be on sale soon. So if you like a Real Life Ghost Stories pin, stay tuned. But that is very exciting. Maybe we all are future ghosts. Right, so I can feel there's 3 books again. I think there's 3 books again. I can feel the pre-loved one. The pre-loved one's on top. I'm going to leave that till last because it takes a little bit of unpacking. So I'm going to pull out what I presume is the new book. Ooh, that's a cool title. I like that. Tender is the Flesh by Augustina Basarica. This is what I'm going for. So let's read the back of this. Very exciting. If everyone was eating human meat, would you? Marcos is in the business of slaughtering humans. Only no one calls them that. He works with numbers, consignments, processing. One day he's given a specimen of the finest quality. He leaves her tied up in an outhouse, a problem to be disposed of later. She haunts Marcos. Her trembling body and watchful gaze seem to understand, and soon he becomes tortured by what has been lost and what might still be saved. Actually, that sounds really interesting. Not signed this month, but that's cool. I don't need all my books signed because I'm probably more likely to pass them on if they're not signed once I've read them. I'm excited to read that when I get around to it. So Tender is the Flesh, which is, this must be a new book. Smells new, looks new, no spine damage other than anything I've done now. So Tender is the Flesh by Augustina Basarica. If you've read this, pop some comments in the below. Let me know what it's not what it's about, but whether you enjoyed it or not. Don't spoil the story for me, please. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to go to the bottom thing, which does also feel like a book. There's the card. We'll look at that later because that'll give us a bit of context. It is a book. It's a hardback book. How exciting. Wow. Man, that is amazing. So, nice hardback book with dust cover, which is really cool. The Last House on Needle Street by Catriona Ward. Catriona Ward. Sorry if I've mispronounced your name. Stephen King says, I haven't read anything this exciting since Gone Girl. So, bold again. There's obviously, this is because this is a hardback. You've got the blurbs on the back. So that's that. Oh, this one has got the author's signature tucked away on a little card. I'll probably tape it. I don't know. Tape it into the front or something like that. So let's read the synopsis to you. It is: this is the story of a murderer, a stolen child, revenge. This is the story of Ted, who lives with his daughter Lauren and his cat Olivia in an ordinary house at the end of an ordinary street. All these things are true, and yet some of them are lies. You think you know what's inside the last house on Needless Street. I called it Noodle Street, didn't I? You think you've read this story before. In the dark forest, at the end of Needless Street, something lies buried, but it's not what you think. I mean, apart from the fact that I clearly read that as Needles, this sounds very interesting. And I also love the fact that it's a hardback. And it's new. And it's shiny. And it's signed. I mean, it's not signed. This piece of paper is signed. But this is the author's signature, so I'm going to stick it in the book. Probably not there, but inside it. So that's really exciting. So again, second month on the trot, 2 new books. I don't think that's a guarantee for this book club. But hey, I'm all on it. So I have at the bottom the bit that I am always most excited about, which is so bizarre because obviously these are also, everything that's come out so far has been awesome. But for me, this is the thing. This is the thing that I'm here for, because this is the equivalent of me going into a charity shop and grabbing something without opening my eyes, which probably doesn't sound exciting to you, but to me, it's exciting because who knows what's in here. This could be a James Herbert book. Unlikely, but it could be a James Herbert book. It could be a Stephen King book. It could be a Clive Barker book. It could be a Goosebumps book. I mean, it's not a Goosebumps book. It's the wrong size. Look, clearly it's not a Goosebumps book. It's not quite big enough. What I really like about this is somehow these guys are over at Abominable source all these secondhand titles and enough to fill loads of different boxes, and they're all different. Also, you'll notice they're up in their game with the old seal here, which is awesome. I'm going to open this. I'm hoping this is going to work. Okay, this looks kind of cool. So, Graham Masterton. Graham Masterton. I'm doing a good job of reading today. Emma's got this theory that I can't actually read and I just stare at books to make people think I'm intelligent. I'm starting to wonder if she's got a point. It's called Spirit. This looks like the kind of thing that I would have picked up when I started to read horror in my late teens, because it's got one of these sort of, I want to say 80s covers. I wonder when this is from. Let's have a look. What are we having? What are we having to guess? I'm going with 92, I reckon. Oh, okay. First published in 95. This edition published in 95. So, let's see what this is about. When little Peggy Buchanan drowns in the icy waters of the family swimming pool, her sisters, Elizabeth and Laura, find their lives changed forever. Peggy may be dead, but she hasn't left them. Oh, it's got a little girl ghost in it. Why you got to do this to me? This is going to terrify me, isn't it? As the sisters grow up, a string of inexplicable deaths baffle police and medics alike. No matter how warm the weather, each corpse suffers severe frostbite, and each victim's dying moments are tortured by a merciless small girl in a white dress whose icy kiss is colder than death. The deeper Elizabeth delves, the more she fears that the girl is Peggy, hideously recreated through their childhood story, The Snow Queen. And unless the nightmare can be haunted, Peggy will destroy everyone close to them. I mean, this is the kind of book that I was hoping for when I signed up to this, okay? Because this has got, this has got the kind of the horror vibes that I like. I didn't really think the first one that I got that I was kind of in the vein of what I was expecting, because obviously I got one last month, would be about a little girl ghost. So, this month we got I can read it to you actually. I'm just going to use this because this tells you all about it, and last time I didn't realise. So we've got Last House on Needless Street by Catriona Ward. This brand new hardback release has been making waves during its entire pre-launch due to the stellar writing and breathtaking story, and we're glad to say it lives up to the hype. We can't express how happy we are to include this fantastic book in the box, and we hope you all enjoy it as much as we did. It follows the story of Ted, a lonely recluse who lives in a boarded up house with his daughter and a cat named Olivia. But all is not what it seems in this mind-melting, dark and horrifying story. Tender is the Flesh by Augustina Baz-Tareka. Due to Black Static moving to a more infrequent schedules. So apparently they used to put a little story zine in with the book. So this is obviously why they're obviously explaining why we've got 2 books. So due to Black Static, which I'm guessing is a zine, moving to a more infrequent schedule, we were left with a gap in our regular programming. Thankfully, we read this amazing book at the start of the year and were blown away, so we knew we had to plug the gap with this brutal and stomach-churning story of cannibalism and the darkest aspects of human nature. Don't read this one with a plate full of bacon in front of you. Warning. And then you've got, obviously, the ham-wrapped book, the Bookmark Series 4, Hot Cross Bun Chocolate, which I'm probably going to eat on the way back to the house, Future Ghost Pin Badge, and Monstrous Vermin Bug Premium Bookmark based on Franz Kafka's Metamorphosis. So this is the Abominable Book Club. It's a monthly book club service. It is fantastic. This is absolutely not a sponsored video. I have paid them my own money for the privilege of this. And, you know, that's 2 months on the trot where I feel satisfied with their service and what they're sending out to me in the post. I get some drinks, I get some food, I get 3 good books that are just adding to the growing pile of books I need to read. If you're interested, the link is in the description below. If you want me to, I will unbox next month's one. I'm going to stick with it for at least another month. I might have to reevaluate after that month because of the pile of books that I've got and the fact that I'm just not getting through them. But at least 1 more month. If you want another unboxing video, I will gladly do one for you. If you're not that interested, please let me know, because I don't want to just keep doing these just for the sake of it. I don't want it to be a vanity project, even though I feel like it might already be. But thank you very much for joining me. If you would like to like, subscribe and do all the things with the channel, that would be awesome. And most importantly of all, go and check out Abominable Book Club. They do merch as well. So even if you don't want a box, but you fancy yourself a nice little travel mug, they even do a range of t-shirts. Check it out. It's going to be in your field. If you like us, if you listen to us on a weekly basis, it's going to be something that you're probably going to enjoy. They do international shipping. They definitely do Europe. I don't know about any further abroad than that, but get in touch with them. And more importantly, they source books about scary little girl ghosts that are going to scare the bejeebers out of me.